Hello, my name is Fenna. Welcome to Following Fenna. I'm a certified coach and counselor, and I work with people in a Limerent episode and also with a partner. Now, limerence, the addictive, obsessive infatuation with another person. We limerence, the obsessed ones, we carry some attachment wounds with us. But the person we become limerent for, in most cases, also has attachment wounds. And I must say that trying to analyze and trying to diagnose the other person says something about the safety of the bond, right? It's not that healthy to do so, but heck, sometimes we just want to know, am I limerent for a narcissist? Or is this a person with a avoidant attachment style? And in this video, I'm going to explore this and hopefully also give you the answer. Okay, first, it's kind of toxic to talk about the narcissist and the avoidant as if that's all they are. But it does help sometimes to be aware of what is going on, because if we limerents are not aware that the other has a tiny little problem, we can think it's us and only us, and try harder and fold us and mold and fawn instead of walking away. Or we get stuck in toxic hope, thinking that this might work. One day this might work. And I think in any case, if you are dealing with somebody with a narcissistic personality disorder or someone with a more avoidant attachment style in this period in their life, you being vulnerable for limerence, you should walk away in any case. Because the overall question should always be, am I happy? Does this relating make me feel seen and safe? And do I overall feel calm? Do I get what I need? But heck, let's be a little bit political and morally incorrect and generalize to see if we are dealing with an avoidant or with a narcissist. First of all, let's look at the overlap. Sometimes it's a little bit hard to tell them apart because, in the basis, both are rooted in trauma and attachment wounds. Both are in essence a protection mechanism, subconsciously developed from an unsafe or unpredictable environment in their childhood. They both have deep down fear of abandonment, and this fear is on a deeper level. They both have trust issues, and they both have this inner wounded child who once during their childhood learned to say either no to people and the world or say no to connections and intimacy. So they both created this big protection against their vulnerability. And in both cases, there is a lack of calm and predictable connection over a longer period of time. They both do the push and pull, and they both make the relationship pretty toxic. They both will tell you it's you, and they will do a little gaslighting, but the avoidant does not do this intentionally. By the way, they really think it's you. You are making things difficult. You're too much, too overwhelming, too direct, too dramatic, too whatever. They're not being able to see that what you want is kind of normal, probably like a reliable, predictable, defined, calm connection, for example. They both don't deal well with conflicts, they're either attacking or withdrawing. They both create a tremendous amount of confusion, and they both make you walk on eggshells, and they both make you feel like they have all the power. They can quit, they can call the shots, they are in control. they both can make us feel miserable and small, and attachment wounds and the unpredictable contact or the unpredictable behavior both makes us addicted and limerent. Deep down, they both crave being seen and being accepted and being loved for who they are, but they both will sabotage and damage the relationship. They both can go from a 0 to 100 when we just meet them, when we feel the glimmer. They can both love bomb you. The avoidant, naively thinking that they finally found someone that they can open up to and who gets them and who understands their needs, until you display any kind of attachment, and then they withdraw naturally because their nervous system gets triggered. The narcissist can love bomb you because they want to lure you in, or also because they think they finally met someone who doesn't take advantage of them until you make the tiniest little mistake and their protection wall comes up and they can lash out or get into a narcissistic rage. They both cannot provide a long-term safe connection. Yeah, okay, well, this seems pretty bad. It also seems pretty similar. So how do I know? How do I keep them apart? Well, there are big and very important differences. The narcissist gets validation from outside things as their career or their work field or their status or their social status or materials, and they can talk a lot about that. They can display this to the world, while the avoidant does not feel the urge to do so. The avoidant didn't create this altered perfect persona that the narcissist has. And because the narcissist created this subconsciously, they can have multiple faces. The charming, kind one in company of others, for example, while they're at home, they might be critical or even violent, for example. They can show a happy-go-lucky, everything goes well in my life, while behind closed doors, there is a lot of drinking, a lot of lonely feelings, and also depression. The avoidant doesn't have these two faces or these big differences in what they show, and what goes on behind closed doors. It's pretty much the same. Now, even though they both cannot deal with your feelings in a healthy, mature way, in general, the avoidant doesn't go into rage and anger and criticism. They can't deal with your feelings, but they don't get vicious about them. They don't see them as an attack. The avoidant understands that your pain is not there to manipulate them. While the narcissist just gets more angry about your vulnerability and your emotions because they feel wronged, as they have been wronged by everyone they ever met during their whole life. At least that's what they believe and that's what they feel. They're constantly being wronged. The avoidant doesn't feel wronged and taken advantage of by others. They just learned very early on in life that they can only depend on themselves. So anyone that jeopardizes their independence subconsciously is a threat. They don't see other people as predators. Now, avoidants in general don't have difficulties keeping friendships over a longer period of time because their attachment issues usually most likely play out mainly in romantic relationships, while narcissists cannot hold friendship very long and their issues play out in any kind of relating. It doesn't take long also in a friendship for them to feel wronged. Another difference is the avoidant usually avoids conflict. They're called avoidants for a reason, while the narcissist can go in and attack. And I would not really say they enjoy this, but I can understand it gives them some sense of power and some energy in their righteousness. The avoidant normally pulls away of fear of being overwhelmed by your dependency and attachment on them because they cannot regulate with you there. They need to regulate their emotions and their nervous system and their hormones when they are alone, while the narcissist can pull away out of anger and sometimes also out of punishment. Another difference, the narcissist can mirror, especially in the beginning when they just meet you, they can mirror your qualities. This is called introjection. They can show the same interest, the same values, have the same dreams, even the same hobbies as you do, while the avoidant doesn't necessarily mold to what they think you want to see. The avoidant will not intentionally manipulate or isolate you. They don't need all of you, your validation to feed on from, while the narcissist does. And while they both react very sensitive to criticism, when feeling safe and calm, the avoidant can have a conversation on what their behavior does to you, while the narcissist cannot really reflect at all, or at least, they will not tell you, and everything you say to them will feel as an attack, and they have to attack back. So you see, there are a lot of similarities, but there are also a lot of differences. Also in intention, by the way. But both can make you feel sad and very confused and puzzled and get low self-esteem and make you limerent. They both cannot provide a deeper connection where the quality and the quantity of the reaction and communication feels safe. In any case, if you are dealing with one or the other, the best thing here is to walk away, endure the pain until it gets better. And the pain will come with walking away, but you can endure it. Because both are not going to change and heal overnight. And I hope you will not get stuck in toxic optimism and hope that things will change, or even worse, that you can change to be able to deal with them. It's no use pleasing the narcissist, and it's no use lowering your needs and expectation to a zero to be able to deal and be happy with whatever little breadcrumb the avoidant is feeding you. In both cases, you are dealing with a wounded person and a big protection wall. And I don't think that makes them bad people, but they are definitely bad to hang around with, especially when you are vulnerable for limerence, and trying to make something work with them will backfire. And of course, we all know it's not easy to walk away from something or someone that is toxic to us. The addiction and mainly the addiction and the attachment play a crucial role, and we go back and forth trying to regulate on them. But first of all, be aware that you are involved in something that is not healthy for you, and you should stop this. That's step 1. Step 2 is actually stop this connection. Be proactive instead of reactive. And you decide that you're gonna stop this. I really hope you will all send your healthy adult goodbye text and you will walk away. If you want my help, in one-on-one coaching or email coaching, please send me an email. And for now, I want to thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you in another video. Bye.